The original text, even in the Greek, produces the Hebrew idiom, what unto us and unto thee. Well, the fact is that there were actually not human beings involved here at all, but demons who were very eloquent. They were actually talking to the Son of God, and they somehow seem to know it. They're asking and they're begging not to be sent to the place where they belonged. Abyss, abyssos in Greek means the place without a bottom. Negative, byssos. And so it's not the best place to spend eternity. The devil, at the best of times, is a somewhat unhappy creature, and he's keen on making everyone share in that unhappiness. But he seems to be slightly less unhappy when he's not down in the pit. And so we have them, for the time being anyway, around us, wreaking havoc. We forget, actually, that we're all engaged all the time, even when we're sleeping, in a cosmic battle. These unhappy creatures, angelic trash, as Malachi Martin would call them, are keen on getting us into their unhappiness. And they're never sleeping, they have no rest. So even when we're dozing or dream walking or sleeping as such, they are busy. And they're looking all the time for ways and means of encouraging us to share their misery. They've lost, so they're full of essential hatred, jealousy and envy, spite and greed for souls. So we forget that all the time we're awake, we're handling this spiritual battle. And the more we're involved with the Lord's work, the more actually we're involved with his enemy. It's as well, therefore, to be aware that we need armour. And by taking away the armour of the sacramental life, Old Nick has been pretty clever in making souls very weak. No protection. Just think how over the last 2 years, very few souls in Ireland have been able to receive a sacramental life as such. It's made the whole of the Emerald Isle very, very weak. So that's what we're up against. We need to be doubly strong, arm ourselves with the means that we have. Let's not forget St. Michael. Let's not forget the armour that we have with the Rosary, which the demon has been obliged to admit in exorcism is a terrible weapon against him. So make sure that they don't use it, or if they do, they use it badly. Never doze when the other side is awake. Now, on this day, we are remembering also the departure of Deirdre, nearly exactly a year ago. But there are consoling moments in this early death, even though she was hardly married. She actually was given mercy in a spectacular way at the end, from what I understand. God bless good hospital chaplains like the one that she had. I understand that he had such a care for souls that he, for a whole hour as she was petering out, held the Blessed Sacrament in a tiny monstrance over her. Therefore engaged himself in powerful prayer with the maximum that we have, precisely that Old Nick be vanquished, and that this soul be received mercifully in the arms that made her. That is a great grace, never to be forgotten. For many young people don't have anything of the sort. Many young people actually end their own life. brings me back to this question of true care. The hospitals do their level best to look after the body, and we praise God for what they do. But actually, with regard to the body, all of us are losing the battle eventually. But the soul will not perish in that sense, and that's the bit we need to take great care of. Priests like that one who actually care to that extent for souls are a great blessing. I understand that as she was passing away, a light passed over her. And it wasn't just an ordinary light. It was one of those little twinkles the Lord sends us, indicating that at that point, heaven is very close to earth. Indeed, the frontier hardly exists. At Holy Mass, we are at that frontier, and we have power over the other side of it. We place Deirdre now on the altar and implore all the cleansing power of the precious blood over her. And we remember all that we want to carry in our prayer. For God is love. Oh, Sacred Heart, oh, Almighty Beauty, all that thou art excellence, in hand the glory and the blessed, O Sacred Heart, O Sacred Heart, the fountain